All right. Cannot hear myself.
Me neither. Man, you're bad.
We'll figure this out. Figure this out. But at least we can hear each other on the stream, I guess, which is good. You guys can obviously hear us on the stream. I see my meter moving.
Yeah, meter.
So we're doing something different this morning. We're using our delay because Jeremy cannot stop cussing.
Yeah, I'm not a professional.
What if I just did that?
Oh,
there it is.
There it is.
Yeah, I just pressed see, I have to switch between the two. I'm not smart. I never said I was. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us nice and early this morning. Rudy, Andrew, thank you so much for joining us here on the live stream nice and early. I know we'll have more people filing in here in just a little bit. On the show today, obviously, all sorts of stuff, but you may see another bearded, handsome son of a bitch right across from me. That person is the one and only Jeremy Hammons of the Underdog Brewing Company. He is my friend today. So he'll be joining us for the live stream. We'll be doing beer for breakfast because if we didn't do beer for breakfast with you in the studio, I'd feel weird.
Yeah, true. If
we didn't drink beer at some point within hanging out with one another, I don't know if we could actually be friends.
I'm getting paid for this, right?
No.
Okay,
no.
great.
Your payment is my love.
Oof.
And
feel bad for your wife.
The future beers I will buy at your brewery.
Okay.
MK Ultra, good morning. Cam, what's up, man? Good morning, man.
Good morning, Horde.
All right, we got about 5-ish minutes before we jump on the air for the very first time. Our question of the day is, what is a problem that you have that is totally your own fault? Got some great responses online. Jeremy, I know as soon as the question went up yesterday, Jeremy texted me, and he's like, dude, we could spend hours on this topic.
Yeah, I said cancel the afternoon show for me. All your questions are always like, what's the craziest fruit that you've seen? Or what's, no, you give me the existential crisis questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
My therapy is going to come in real handy this morning.
Elaine, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so it should be an interesting question. We got some good ones, definitely from social media, and I'm sure we'll get some from the live stream today. That'll be fun.
Good.
So before we jump on, what are the plans for you and the Underdog Brewing Company this weekend?
Oh man, dude, we're just in so much paperwork right now.
You still in paperwork hell?
That's all it is. We're sending out our federal alcohol paperwork.
Oh, I love that one.
Savannah. Oh, it's so good. So good. I have found, and everyone out there could probably, if you really have to get like references from like friends, I'm not allowed to use family members or people I've worked with.
Sure.
So the people in your life, it took me, I was just like, I have to put references of people who aren't total screw ups in my life. And it took a while.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of us have records, so sorry about that.
It's all right.
Well, I mean, that's interesting. So has the build out started for Underdog?
No. I mean, we're still in engineering and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Once it starts, it goes real quick.
Oh, okay.
So I get to go pull up a floor soon, which I'm very excited about.
And then like all the kettles and the large pieces of machinery, like, are those ordered already?
They're ordered.
Okay.
I a few weeks ago put my very slow signature on all. I had to approve every piece, but it's built to my spec, which makes me very happy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very nerdy.
I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Nerdy beer tastes better than some other beers. I can confirm that for sure.
Yes.
Speaking of beer for breakfast this morning, I have 2 beers that I brought in. One is actually provided by Cam Cross. So it is an incredibly rare beer, and it's from Sycamore Brewing Company.
Oh,
so
which one is it?
I don't want to ruin it yet.
Okay, sorry.
I'll show it to you just after 8:00.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm bad at this. I'm like, what's the thing we're going to talk about later?
But beer for breakfast is coming up here just after 8:00 this morning. I think you said you brought a beer.
I did bring a beer.
And then I have 2. I brought a stout and a ale.
Nice. I was just grew up in Louisville, Kentucky, so I brought a Louisville beer with me today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you get back for Christmas, the holidays?
Yes. Hadn't been home for 2 years.
Ooh.
It was weird. It's like, oh yeah, you people.
oh, you people. Holly, good morning. Good morning. Rudy says, I want some rare beer.
Come on, Rudy.
If you make it to Savannah Studios, we'll save this much. Hold on. This much for you.
Yes.
Cam goes, rare can, not the beer itself. All right.
There's so many of them.
It's a very rare can.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, we are 3 minutes away from jumping on the air for the very first time. And already we are way over on time for the hour.
How did we do that?
So every hour they pre-pack with a bunch of music. I asked them to do that because I didn't know how much I would be talking when it was just me before I invited friends on. So it just kind of stays that way.
Nice.
Don't worry. I'm going to delete this incredibly long Metallica song. We'll be right back on time.
Perfect. Delete those 4 Seether songs.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Dale, the bassist of Seether, actually lives here in town. So.
Oh, man,
yeah.
Why did I pick
Yeah,
Dale?
come on, man.
Dale, I'm sorry.
Dale. Did you say Dale? Yeah,
I said Dale.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Boom. Right back on time. Don't worry. We won't be after that. Rudy says, that much? On my way.
Come on, buddy.
We'll give you that much. Rhett, good morning. Andrew, good morning, man. All right, guys, 2 minutes kicking off with our question of the day. What is a problem that you have that is totally your own fault? If you got a story for us, feel free to share it to us here on the live stream. You can also text us at 1-800-394-1061. Speaking of texting us, let me sign into ZipWhip while I'm thinking about it.
Get on that ZipWhip.
Love the ZipWhip.
What's a ZipWhip?
ZipWhip is our texting service.
For the 800 number?
Yeah, it's currently going out of business at the end of the year. So I have to find a new one.
Perfect.
I actually found a new one already.
ZipWhip doing well.
Well, they got it was the very typical. It was the very typical. We got bought out, and they're stopping our service type of thing. So, yeah.
We're excited to buy a ZipWhip. And by the way, you're all fired.
And grand opening, grand closing. Rudy says, I have 7 kids. Enough said. Ooh, good Lord.
Rudy,
that still blows my mind.
Rudy, what are you doing over there? I mean, we know what you're doing.
We know what he's doing. Congrats on the sex.
I'm surprised you have time to type.
Rhett says, his own problem, my beer budget. That's totally my own fault.
I get that.
MKL says, this sore back, apparently reaching out and picking up something that weighs 5 pounds is a problem. All right, guys. I'm going to take a little extra time this morning because we are running on delay, so give me a second. We'll be right back in less than 30 with our first break. Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show today. My friend in studio. This is like the first time I haven't had like a radio person in studio being my specific friend, but I'm very excited about this. You know this person very well. He's been on Beer for Breakfast multiple times. He's on the very last episode ever of the Cotter and Marshall show. It is my friend, Jeremy Hammons of the Underdog Brewing Company.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Good morning.
You can tell I'm not a radio person from my voice.
It's okay. I think people will understand and relate to your non-radio person
Good morning.
Voice. Good morning. Hello, everyone. All right. Well, let's jump in and kick off our morning as we always do with our question of the day. What is a problem that you have that is totally your own fault? And I'll raise my hand. I'll go first if you don't mind, Jeremy. I got a couple. So this week especially, it's hit me hard. I need a nap daily or I'm just a baby back bitch. And I could fix this very easily just by going to bed earlier. Like I go to bed about 10:30. If I would just go to bed at 9 o'clock every day, I would not have this issue. But because in my brain, I'm not able to because that's not cool to me. I have to stay up till 10:30 yes. and then take a nap the next day or I'm just a big grump. You don't want to mess with me.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough to be me. I have another one too. Also, and we talked about this a little bit yesterday. I love to shame eat in the car. Like as soon as I get done working, I love to have lunch a little early because I wake up so early.
Eat?
Yeah. So at 11 o'clock, okay. I like to eat lunch, right? And a lot of times back when I wasn't eating salads because I'm eating very healthy right now. But I would go get like Wendy's or Panda Express or Taco Bell, and I would essentially eat my lunch in the car. And I just call it a shame eating because I would try to maximize my time in the day. And I'm like, and I always made fun of people who would eat in their cars. I'd be like, look at this idiot chewing gum. What an idiot. Now I'm eating like a full Taco Bell number 5 with a Baja Mountain Dew, slinging lettuce and cheese all over my car.
Beautiful.
All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into some of our responses on social media. Once again, our question of the day is, what is a problem that you have that is totally your own fault? Are you a golfer, Jeremy?
I used to be. I was terrible, so I stopped.
Well, this may have happened to you. This may be the reason why you stopped. Mallory actually chimed in on social media. She goes, my golf clubs got stolen out of my car for the second time this year. After leaving my golf clubs in my car for the second time this year.
Now, is this because this happens on your neighborhood chat? Someone broke into my car. Did you leave your car unlocked?
I think she did.
I like the loose term of someone broke into my car.
When your car doors are unlocked, is it really breaking in?
Not in my neighborhood.
It's more like an invite. It's a little knock on the door and then a little lift of the handle.
Come by, check the handle.
Yeah, go golfing.
Those Altoids are mine.
Sucker.
Sucker, idiot.
Also, Grace hit us up on social media. Once again, our question of the day is, what is a problem that you have that is totally your own fault? This is something both of you and I are going to relate to way too much. She goes, I really want to be healthy, but beer. Stupid, yummy beer.
I've had to cut back a lot the past couple weeks.
Why have you had to cut back?
Well, let's just go ahead and jump into one of mine real quick.
Okay.
I used to be like 40, 50 pounds heavier, like even up to last year. And I was like, well, my knees don't like this. Brewing beer, commercial beer for a living.
Yeah.
And mine was get some of this weight off of you. And I did. And I was very proud of myself. And I've done a great job. I haven't been home for Christmas in 2 years because of the COVID. That I've gained 6 back. And I feel like a sloth right now. So I've we're going into Friday, Saturday. I'll have some beers. But I've been keeping it easy during the week.
Keeping it easy.
Keeping it easy.
I like that. You weren't like, I'm dieting. You're just like, I'm keeping it easy.
I had a beer on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But one.
Really treating yourself there.
Really treating yourself.
All right, guys. Once again, question of the day is, what is a problem that you have that is totally your own fault? Go ahead and share your stories with us on the live stream or text us at 1-800-394-1061. Here's Nia Strauss, Dead Inside. There it is.
You're so good at this.
Oddly, this is my first time using our delay like I have, and I'm already better than Cotter.
Oh, of course. Is he on here?
He stopped in for a quick second earlier this week.
Okay. Yeah, I saw him on there. I just want him to come watch me with his baby right now. Hey, look at me in this chair. Jerk.
Jerk.
I tried to listen to him because he was randomly on Sun Radio.
Yeah, he's on Sun Radio, yeah.
And the website just wasn't where I couldn't get it to stream at all.
Yeah, that's Cotter.
But you can see the list of the songs that he's playing. And this is not great for Rock 106 fans, but I'm a massive Dave Matthews Band fan, and I keep that to myself most of the time.
Sure.
And just laughing that he had to play Ants Marching. I was looking at that list going, there's like a lot of old Paul Simon on here. Very independent radio.
Andrew goes, who? Yeah. Connor, C-O-N. Dewey Dewdrop, I think, is actually his real name. But
Gabriella? Gabriella.
He's been a girl this whole time? That beard. Who would have thought? Rudy goes, of course you're better than Cotter. You aren't a traitor. Yeah, see, there it is. There it is. Yeah, no, I mean,
I was going to find a big white cowboy hat and wear it today. I am wearing a nice Levi's Western shirt today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, the hat would have been incredible. Do you not own a...
I don't. I play country music, and I don't own a cowboy hat.
That's a shame.
I know.
You should fix that.
I've never been a fancy hat guy. I think everyone wants to be a fancy hat person.
Yeah, I just wear stupid trucker caps backwards. So, yeah, kind of my deal. Andrew says, does he at least go by Cowboy Dewey on Sun Radio? No, I believe he just goes by Gabe. Or no, wait, does he? I think he goes by Cotter there. Maybe I'm not for sure. I
think it's Gabe Reynolds.
I haven't listened at all.
I did tell because in fact, okay, let's get into a story here.
Yeah, time.
My wife has this really great sleeve of like Halloween tattoos on one arm, but her other arm's nothing, and she's a massive Zelda fan.
Sure.
So and I'm a lifelong Zelda fan. So she wants to do this one's like a lot of smaller tattoos, but she wants to do a sleeve. And so I was like, you know what?
I know.
I was like, I know someone with a really great Zelda tattoo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So of course I texted Gabe. I was like, where'd you get your Zelda tattoo done? And this was like end of last week, early this week. He was like, and it was like 2 hours without a response. I was like, oh, he's busy. And he wrote me back. He was like, that's Marshall. And so I wrote him back. I was like, I have to apologize. All of you white guys look the same to me. Then he told me you had it done in Vegas. And I was like, Kara, I don't think you're going to get that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, you went to, at that time, it was Studio 21. I used a guy named Mike Biggs, who's incredible, obviously. And he's working for some other studio, but it's still in Vegas.
Sorry, Elaine. Yeah.
Elaine goes, what? Elaine was the person who actually bought Cotter that white cowboy hat. So you better watch out what you're asking for. Elaine's known just send random gifts to us.
Well, what I want then is one of those giant foam cowboy hats.
Yeah, like the egregiously large ones. Yeah.
Yeah. And also some kind of pastry this morning, Elaine. So.
You're asking for a lot, Pat.
No, come on, Elaine.
Hey, skinny guys. We're skinny guys, man. Salads, baby.
Skinny-ish. I do like a good salad in the afternoon. And I don't even I'm not forcing it. I'm like, yeah, salad time.
You're not forcing it. Yeah, salad time.
I like my salad in the afternoon.
Yeah, I've got I've been eating salads all week, although yesterday definitely did not eat salad. Had a flatbread pizza thing from the Draft Room in Berwick for dinner.
Nice.
And then for lunch, I had something that probably wasn't good either. What did I eat? Oh, it was a hummus wrap. That wasn't bad.
I went to Naan for the first time yesterday.
The one on Broughton?
Yeah, great.
I heard it's fantastic.
Great, and I had a Indian beer. Never had one.
And?
It was good.
Those Indian guys know what they're doing?
They do.
Nice.
Or
girls. I don't want to be gender specific on that.
You know, they know what they're doing. Yeah, there's a thing about some beers from some other countries. I will say, and no offense to anyone out there, the Italians do not know how to make a beer. My God.
What Italian beers are there?
I can't.
Peroni?
Yes.
Is that a...
Man.
I like it. You know what? I actually drank a couple Peronis when I went to this Italian restaurant late last year. I don't hate them.
Carrabba's?
Yeah. Carrabba's. Funny enough, I actually just ate Carrabba's last week.
I know.
No,
I watched the show.
What's the Italian place? I always forget the name of it. It's like Bella Napoli or something. It's that tiny spot that's like off State Street, downtown Savannah. It's like right around the corner from the Marshall's house.
It's like near Lulu's and all that.
I don't know.
Oh.
No. That's the one that's like on MLK.
Yeah.
No, this is another one. It's like a tiny hole in the wall, but it's literally the best Italian joint in Savannah.
Well, remember that. I want to go. I'll let you take me.
Well, once again, Salad Boy. I'll take you next month. This month, we'll rein it in. Got to lose those 6 pounds. I'm saying this to you so I also like pump myself up. So if I like see chocolate today, I swipe it away like I'm from Cobra Kai, you know? I'm just punching chocolate away.
How many do you have a bunch of like snacks and chocolates and stuff left over from Christmas still?
Dude, thankfully they're mostly gone. We've either like shame eaten them out of our house because we're like, oh, well, we got to get them out before January. Let's just eat them up. Or we just threw them away. But it's so funny. We had some leftover cookies at my house. And because we got sent like 1 billion cookies. And I actually was going to throw them away. We had a plastic dish, and I was like over the garbage can. My wife goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm throwing these cookies away so we don't eat them." She goes, "Don't you dare. My family sent me those." I'm like, "What? We're trying to lose weight. We're trying not to have cookies in the house." She's like, "I'll eat them." She acted like she was going to jump in front of the cookie bullet for me. She's like, "I'll do it."
Well, my wife's family makes tons of cookies and candies and stuff. They're one of those families. It's too much.
Mm-hmm.
But they made these little snickerdoodle things that have like this homemade, like almost like Oreo cream in the middle. And they sent back like 6 of them, right? And my wife, Kara, just loved them. I got threatened. There was 4. She's like, "You can have 2. The other 2." And I ate those 2. And she came home and she still was like, "Those are mine." I was like, and she's like laying in bed watching this right now. So you're a jerk.
Yeah. You almost died is what you're trying to say. You almost got murdered.
Yeah.
That's spousal abuse.
If it's not from eating the cookies, it's from the stress. It'll get me one day. Oh, Elaine, that's so nice. Gonna get me a foam hat, a big foam cowboy hat.
Nice.
I need to know Elaine, apparently.
Elaine's pretty awesome. She's an excellent OG member of the Horde. Tony says, I could bring you the leftover chocolate at the office. No, we're good. You should just throw that away.
It's just Milky Ways.
Yeah. It's just those Hershey, like the silver Hershey Kisses that are just so boring. Just the not even the dark chocolate ones.
Not the swirly ones.
Just throw those away. Andrew says, just put Pump It by Eskimo Callboy on repeat.
Callboy?
Do you know that song?
Is it pump the jam, pump it up? Is that it?
Is it?
I don't know.
I'm guessing it was a trap.
I lost my Jock Jams Volume 2 CD years ago.
No. That's a shame. Tony says, Kit Kats, Yorks, and Reese's. Nope. Throw them away. Don't get them close to me.
Oh, I thought you meant throw them away.
Yeah. Not throw them my way. Yeah. Throw them away. If you come into the office with those, I will hit you. I will Cobra Kai you. Not you, the chocolates.
Yeah. We also received 2 packs of the half-pound Reese's cups, like the massive comical pack, and we got 2 of them. They're sitting on our counter unopened. We had a friend, or my wife had a friend come over there today. Take it. Just get it out of here. Just get it out of here.
Yeah, our house is currently empty of most treats, although my wife suspiciously brought home a cupcake-sized cheesecake yesterday that had like a little brownie on top. And I'm like, what's going on there? She's like, oh, there was just one left over at the office, so I thought I'd bring it home. I'm like, oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, she's going to shame eat that. She's going to shame eat that sometime over the weekend.
Just staring at you while you're eating your salad.
Well, it's going to be one of those things where it's like, it's the weekend. Calories don't count.
I don't know if it works that way.
No, there is actually some points in life where calories don't count. And I'm going to bring that up in the 8 o'clock hour today.
Love it. I need to write these down.
All right, guys, coming up here in about 4.5 minutes, we are going to be jumping back on the air with the second half of our question of the day.
Okay. I need to know these people.
They're a German metalish band, the Eskimo Callboys. Is that what they're called? Callboy?
Eskimo Callboy. Yeah.
German metal. That's incredible. Rhett says domestic violence spikes during the holidays due to cookie fights. I'm just saying, man.
It was verbal.
Yeah, we both almost got into altercations with our wives. You know what? We should actually let the wives hang out and see if they are cookie relatable.
They would get along.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It could spell doom for us.
They're both beer nerds. Both like their snacks.
Does she love gin?
No. Oh, good morning. No. She gave up the liquor.
Oh, gave up the liquor? Yeah. Yep.
Likes her good beers, though.
Gotcha. All right, guys, 3 minutes away. Second half of the question of the day. What is a problem that you have that is totally your own fault? We're going to get into more of your stories here. Jeremy, we're going to go ahead and start off with yours.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bring up, give me 1 second. I'm just going to highlight a couple here.
Oh, Elaine calling us out. Your wife doesn't need to lose weight. She can eat what she wants.
Oh, I'm not telling my wife to lose weight at all. She's fine.
She is fine.
Hey, wait a minute.
Lovely woman.
Yes. No, she said she wanted to. She said she wanted to. She actually called herself a name, but actually when I thought about it, that's why I started laughing. I'm like, nope, not going to say that.
So good morning, horny for smoked meats.
Yeah, that's Sean, our good buddy Sean from Minnesota.
Good to see you. Great name.
All right, sorry, I'm just highlighting a couple that I want to bring up here on the air. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll have you start off with your story, your problem, and then I'll do a couple from the social media here and stream, and then we'll wrap it up. And then second half of the hour, it's trivia time. So
Sweet.
I've got my questions right
I
here.
already, let me see them.
No.
I'm going to do better than Mac did. What'd she get, 2?
She got 2, yeah.
Okay. How did Stacy do yesterday?
Stacy was on twice this week. She got 4 both times.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Stacy's
Right.
pretty solid.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I might hit Stacy level.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll see. But we have a chance to give one of you guys some EnMarket Savannah Hockey Classic tickets. That's next weekend. I'm very excited about that. I'm going to go Friday night, I think. I'm going to go check it out on Friday. As long as it's, doesn't, for some reason, get canceled. Everything, COVID.
Well, yeah, I'm just sitting there just watching. Like, I think we all are.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. We are going to be right back. We're doing extra stuff today. So anyway, I'll be right back. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning. We are live streaming this show as we do every single weekday from 7 to 9. Make sure to jump on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch and just search the Marshall and Friends show. My friend in studio is Jeremy Hammons, the owner of the soon-to-be Underdog Brewing Company, the newest brewery in Savannah, right off of Victory. We'll talk about that more in Beer for Breakfast this morning. But right now, we are inside the question of the day. What is a problem that you have that is totally your own fault? Jeremy, I know you have a story for us. Would you like to share, sir?
I do. So I mentioned, my Christmas eating gained back about 6 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this question yesterday, and it threw me into an existential life crisis. This is the deepest one I think you've ever done.
Okay.
And the comments on it made it look, people were kind of like, I don't know how to handle this one. But lifelong, I'm going deep on this one.
Okay.
Lifelong people pleaser. This guy.
This guy.
This guy right here, Jeremy Hammons.
Okay, so you're a people pleaser.
And it's been and this year I've been actually like saying no to people and doing stuff like that.
I was going to say, how do you break yourself out of the cycle of being that people pleaser?
Yeah, kind of have to after a while. I'm 38 now, and I was like, I'm the guy who, like, if the waiter brought something wrong, I'm probably, it's probably good. I'm just going to eat it like that. I have learned this year you can say no to people, and they still want to be your friend afterwards. So.
And you're probably the type of guy, like in a restaurant, like you asked for ketchup and you didn't get ketchup, and you're like, I'll just get up and get it myself. And you walk over to like an empty table and grab like the condiment thing, and the guy comes back and he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And you're like, you know what? It's my fault. I should have just gone and got it in the first place. Not a big deal.
Yeah. So I'm fighting that. It's been a long time, but I'm doing a lot better. So everyone out there, it gets better. I think that's what that is.
I actually, when I have a suggestion for you, if you don't mind.
Go on.
Slap people. Just straight up, no matter the question. Because you want to be an equal opportunity person, whether the question is pass the salt or, hey, can I have $10,000 to start my own small business? Just a straight up slap and saying nothing, I think, could really change that attitude and reputation that you have of being a people person.
Did you say 10,000?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Wait, is that how much it takes to start a small business? We'll talk about that later. All right, guys.
My chest hurts.
Don't have a heart attack in the studio. We don't have coverage for that.
All
right.
No promises.
The question of the day, once again, is what is a problem that you have that is totally your own fault? Let's go ahead and jump on over to our Facebook page. We always ask you guys the question of the day before there. Robert chimed in. He just had one singular word, but I think it's something that we can probably both agree with. He just wrote children.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either. But it sounds like a whole bunch of your fault. But congratulations on the sex.
Good job on the sex.
Yeah.
You sexed right.
According to how babies are made, I'm pretty sure he did. So
well done.
You want to let's clap it up for Robert. Congratulations on the
you
children.
Sexed real good, Robert.
The best I've heard. Actually, have I? Once again, our question today, what's a problem that you have that is totally your own fault? Amanda chimed in. She goes, gained weight, but I have a treadmill. So I think everyone has that issue. Everyone who is slightly overweight. I'm a salad boy currently.
Salad boy.
Now I've got a bike, a little stationary bike in my garage. It is covered with Amazon boxes from the holidays still.
Yeah, I think everyone with exercise equipment, I know it's in your house. Are you using it?
No. I've got all sorts of stuff that I'm currently not using. I want to.
Yeah. She said she gained weight and owns a treadmill,
Yes.
but I did not hear that the treadmill's being used.
No, and that's the problem. That is the problem. And then one more. Gretchen actually said, I keep expecting people to do their jobs and they don't. So that's obviously a huge problem.
Well, that's all under people pleasing. Join me.
Join me in the circle of hating myself, is what Jeremy just said.
It's you set an expectation, but you never told anyone.
Yeah, it's almost like you want people to do good on their own.
Whoops.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for chiming in for our question of the day. We'll continue the conversation on the live stream. Make sure to join us. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We live stream the show every day from 7 to 9. Just search that Marshall and Friends show. Coming up here in just a little bit, going to give you details on how you can win yourself some EnMarket Savannah Hockey Classic tickets that's going down next weekend at the Savannah Civic Center with some trivia. Right now, Seether, it's Wasteland on Rock 106.1.
Yeah.
Edition. There it is.
There it is.
Use the dump button today, just in case Jeremy decides to get a little crazy.
Unless I take a dump.
All right, guys. Thanks for chiming in there once again. Steve goes, our treadmill is a clothes hanger. Sean goes, Marshall, the salad boy. I'm a salad boy with my short sleeve hoodie on. I don't actually. That was yesterday.
You don't know that I'm an island boy?
Oh, I don't. Yeah. Oh,
it's not good. I'm just saying.
No. I heard it before, but I haven't really enjoyed the Island Boy song.
I think enjoying is a strong word.
Yeah. All right. Let me get us back on time once again. So much music to delete, so little time.
All right. Since we're on the, who are you taking off? Who's coming off the stream?
I pull off. I don't try to jump in and delete artists that I like or anything, but I did have to delete Soundgarden's "Burn in My Hand." It was 5 minutes long.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so now we're much more in line with where we need to be. We'll still probably have to delete a couple more songs at the end of the hour, but those are what I call dumpable songs.
No, and we won't say out loud what those are.
No, we will.
Okay.
Smashing Pumpkins, Tonight, and Jimmy Eat World's the Middle. Both songs I love.
And also you'll probably hear it 4 times today somewhere else.
Yeah, they'll be on later.
I get that. I played the middle at a New Year's show.
Really?
I'm a drummer. I play music. This is what a drummer looks like.
This is pure drummer dude.
But yeah, I played at Oak 36 on South Side.
Oh, I've been there.
Great. But yeah, they had Lynn Avenue play, and I was like, because I don't like taking New Year's gigs. It's always such a hassle.
Right.
But it's my end of town. I was like, okay.
Yeah, Oak 36 is just a few miles away from where you live.
Yeah, just 12 Oak Shopping Center. I'll take it.
So you play in Lynn Avenue.
Lynn Avenue.
And then when is your next gig? Like when you
Actually, we just picked one up. We're playing Saturday at Barrel House.
Oh.
At 9 o'clock on Congress Street.
Talk about places that are not exactly convenient to get into. I mean, like parking
and also being a drummer anyway, setting up and stuff. The rest of the band, if I'm not there before everybody else, there'll just be like a guitar amp in the middle of the stage,
right,
where my stuff goes. So I especially downtown, if we start at 9 o'clock, I'll be there at like 7. Set up, go eat. But then whenever I come back, it's almost like I have a drum tech that set all my stuff up.
Which was just you.
It was just me.
You're people pleasing, but it's just yourself.
You got to please yourself.
All right, so you're going to be at Barrel House this coming Saturday.
We should rename the dump button the A-dub button.
Oh. Speaking of, after the show yesterday, so because we're just live streaming the show for 2 hours, I try not to get up and leave the live stream, as opposed to 4 hours where I would take a small break right in the middle. I'd usually go to the bathroom. I got off the live stream yesterday, and man, I went to go use the restroom. A-dub had annihilated the bathroom.
Well done.
So much so that like usually you would leave the exhaust fan on and then close the door. So it was kind of obvious if whatever. He didn't. So when I walked in there, it was just nuclear stagnant stink bomb.
Steak poo.
There we go. Forgot to hit a button.
I was like, wait, are we on?
No.
Whoops.
I forgot to hit the manual button. It's fine. It was just like 5 seconds. But
what if that's what this was going out?
It was just this malignant, horrific smell that was happening out of the bathroom yesterday, and I literally had to wait almost 40 minutes before I could even step in there. And he was a monster. I'm just straight up, I'm calling my boss a monster. If you're going to use the restroom and you took care of some business, leave the exhaust fan on.
Leave it on. It's what it's there for.
And shut the door. You don't have to shut the door all the way. Shut the door like 95%. So if I come by, I can be like, whoa, that was the situation, but I know it's going to be cleared up soon. If you just like shut the exhaust fan on, it's just going to live in that room for a while.
Stagnate.
Yeah. Gross. Are you all going to install a toilet in the new office at the new place?
In his office.
If not, you should. Oh, in his office?
In his office.
No, but actually, the studios are like fully floored and painted now, and they look incredible.
I saw it before the holidays, so it was just in its rawest form. But it's crazy. It's like they built a place that would be a radio studio eventually.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So we're going to be moving in. I believe at the end of the month. Hopefully by I think January 29th ish. They told me earlier, but I'm gonna say like one of the last days of January will be my first broadcast up there.
And you're the first one.
Oh yeah, I'll be the first one. So
is Tim Janier getting everything ready?
Yes, he is.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna ask him to actually be there, not on the air, but like in the studio with me that morning.
I like him on the air
when something breaks.
I like it when Tim's on because he loves it too.
You can just feel the pain in his voice when you hear him talking.
No, he really is into it. Like you can see him. He's just like he wants to be. I mean, I'm sitting here talking mess. I'm doing the same thing right now.
But Tony says he could have been kind and went to the new office. No, he could not have.
Oh, Andrew, be nice to Tim. He said probably not. Tim is involved. Oh.
All right, guys. Coming up here in about 2 minutes, going to jump on the air. We're going to solicit, which is just asking you guys to text in. And one of you are going to be playing some trivia. And by that, Jeremy's going to be playing trivia for one of you.
I'm nervous.
What I meant to say.
I'm nervous.
7 questions, 60 seconds. Don't let this iPhone timer throw you off.
I'm not even going to. I might break this. I'm not going to pass on any of them.
Okay, you're not going to pass. All right. So you're just going to give it the old gentleman's try here.
I'm going to give it the gentleman's try.
Well, we'll see how you do, and then if you hit the number range of that person, they're winning themselves some EnMarket Savannah Hockey Classic tickets.
And I want to get them some tickets.
We just got them in the studio yesterday, so actually people can pick them up starting today. And don't worry, we'll call all the winners who got them today as well.
I thought about this the other day.
What happened to the drunk line?
Yeah, you used to have signs up.
Yeah, so we actually had signs up. The drunk line, we got some calls, but we didn't get a ton. So we stopped doing it about a month before the end of the show, and it's something I like to bring back depending on who the new guest host is or new host is that we actually eventually hire over here the next month or two. So something I definitely want to bring back. We'll be right back, guys. Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning. Don't forget, we are live streaming the show right now, as we do every single weekday from 7 to 9 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just search the Marshall and Friends show. My friend in studio at this very moment is Jeremy Hammons, the new owner of the Underdog Brewing Company, set to open later on this year. Jeremy, thanks for being my friend.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we're excited to have you in here. Of course, beer for breakfast will be just after 8 o'clock. But before we get to that, we have to play some trivia. Are you smarter than my friend trivia this morning? 7 questions, 60 seconds is what you're going to be doing. And you're going to be playing for one of our listeners this morning. So this is what we need our listeners to do. Text us at 1-800-394-1061. your first name, and then a number between 1 and 7. This is how many questions you think Jeremy is going to get right this morning. Jeremy, how smart do you feel this morning?
I'm pretty good at some trivia stuff.
Okay.
We were talking a couple of days ago. Mac was on here, and she got to. I was at the house, just like I got all of them.
Okay.
But it's that thing like where you're watching Jeopardy and you can get all the answers.
Right.
But if you're on the show, it's probably.
All right, well, here's the deal, and I kind of did this on purpose. There are no multiple choice questions today.
Okay.
So there are absolutely none.
Okay.
And you told me off the air just a second ago you are not going to pass.
I'm not going to pass.
Okay, so this is going to be very interesting. So if you want your chance at winning some EnMarket Savannah Hockey Classic tickets, these will be for Saturday, next Saturday at the Savannah Civic Center. All you have to do is text us right now, 1-800-394-1061 with your first name and then a number between 1 and 7. That is going to be the number of how many you think Jeremy is going to get right this morning, and then we'll give you a number on each side of that. So you'll have a 3-number range on winning yourself some hockey tickets. That's up next on the Marshall and Friends Show on Rock 106.1. All right. And one last button. There we go.
So many buttons.
There is actually a lot of buttons.
The new studio is like more automated. Is that what you said?
The new studio is more of a regular studio.
Oh, this is not a regular studio.
So this
is every studio I've ever been in is this same piece of equipment. Everything.
So yeah, we have a nicer board, and then we actually have a true studio setup. I guess is difficult to say. I'll have to show you.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, the studios that we have up in this new space are even better than way better than the ones we actually had when we owned the other side of this building. So. Anyway, yeah, there's like a real board, and it'll actually have a multi-mic setup that won't have the stand-up mic. The cameras will be placed in there, and it'll be way nicer.
Look at Dick Broadcasting.
Yeah, we'll have logos.
Okay.
We'll have like a big logo behind us and everything. Yeah, it'll be crazy.
Are you gonna have Power Ranger toys?
I think the Power Ranger toys are leaving. I know.
Got to ship all this up to Cotter or over.
I don't think Cotter's going to miss those Power Ranger toys.
Nope.
They're definitely a Jake Thompson thing. All right, guys, just getting back on time. That's perfect.
Perfect.
Ooh, Thomas, good morning, my sir.
Hello, sir.
Holly, good morning, just in case I missed it. Andrew says, come on, Hort. Everyone here is usually drunk or high. Bring back the drunk line. Yeah, I mean, I would hope to bring back the drunk line once again when the show gets rebooted here. Hopefully sometime in mid to late February. My guess it won't be till probably later in February now.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully then. I've got an idea for the a name of the morning show. I don't know if I probably won't be, but I think it'd be really, really great if we just called the new morning show the Let's Effin' Go morning show, just because of the alliteration.
Yeah.
And we love alliteration in radio. And then the logo is just coffee cups.
Perfect.
And we're just fueled by coffee and crystal meth.
Brought to you by Perk.
Yeah. We'll get a sponsorship from Perk. It'll be great.
It'd be great.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to throw out there. I have not. This is the first time I've ever actually said it out loud. I haven't told my wife. I haven't told my bosses. I haven't said anything. But I think it'd be kind of fun if we just called it the Let's Effin' Go morning show. And then, because I mean, Let's Effin' Go. I mean, that's a phrase that's used constantly by sports. You know, people who play sports. Tom Brady shouts it every time he's throwing touchdowns and everything. You can literally hear him over your television sets. That's what we should.
Apostrophe N.
Yeah.
Effin' Go.
Yeah, Let's Effin' Go morning show with Marshall and whoever the other person is.
Brought to you by Methingham.
Brought to you by Methingham.
Thank you, Andrew.
How much are they willing to pay?
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's see. Where are we at? We got one more commercial to play, and then we'll play a couple tracks, and then we'll come back and do some trivia here with Jeremy. Let me check the Zip Whip this morning. Ooh, all sorts of text messages.
Elaine said, when I drink, I don't think about calling anyone, which is nonsense. Everyone that gets drunk starts texting people. Come on. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Well, she did say calling. Okay.
My wife and I, we were known to get quite inebriated and FaceTime people.
And that was a bad habit.
Although, we did that for a while, and then we stopped doing that because I realized, I'm like, that's just really annoying because The last thing you want to do is just drunk dial someone.
And also, you just get like an unannounced FaceTime, and you're just staring at it.
And it's like 11 o'clock at night, and you're like, well, these people.
The FaceTime is the text before, hey, I'm going to FaceTime you. Or the call, like, there's a, hold on, I'll FaceTime. But the random, it could be any time of the day. All of a sudden, someone is FaceTiming you, and you're like, I don't know. I'm going to answer it, because it's one of my friends, it's going to be something extremely interesting. Not that interesting.
Well, cool. I'll make sure to FaceTime you next time we get wasted.
Please do.
Lane says, coffee cup on a toilet, like coffee makes you go, and there's a bunch of toilet humor here. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Morning, Liquid. Thanks for joining the show this morning. All right, guys, we got a couple tracks, and then we're back on the air with Are You Smarter Than My Friend Trivia. If you haven't already, feel free to text in 1-800-394-1061. We're going to hook one of you up, hopefully, with some tickets to go check out the EnMarket Savannah Hockey Classic, which is happening next weekend at the Savannah Civic Center. If you win, you'll need to stop by the radio station to pick up your tickets.
Mac is at CrossFit.
Oh, yeah.
Why is she posting that? It's 7:30 in the morning. Stop it.
Disgusting, Mac.
I hope you're listening to this. You're probably not. But
no, Mac, every once in a while, she CrossFits.
Every once in a while?
Yeah. Mac's favorite thing to do is to sleep.
Watch TV,
Watch TV, and that's kind of it.
Okay.
I've never seen a 29-year-old who didn't like to escape their house, but she loves to stay in. She's a 29-year-old with a 80-year-old mentality.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's a bit cold outside. Guess I won't be going out this month.
You need to put way more of a twang on that.
Oh, y'all. It's so cold outside. All right, I can't do it. Marshall, I got the PS5. I sent you a friend request a while ago. Oh, I didn't see it, man. Oh, if anyone wants to be my friend on PlayStation 5, my username is Marshall_AF.
Oh.
Because I'm Marshall.
Marshall's a celebrity, but he's very approachable.
Yeah, super. Yeah. The amount of times I dropped the F-bomb. And you could tell how much I like you with the comfortableness of myself if I drop like 12 F-bombs in the first like 3 minutes of our conversation. Yeah. If I bring up words like circle back, or we'll brainstorm something to the effect of that, I don't like you. Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about the possibilities of doing some stuff together. And that's me going, I never want to talk to you again.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, Jeremy, 7 questions, 60 seconds. You're playing Are You Smarter Than My Friend Trivia here in just a few moments.
A little worried.
We got brand new Volbeat we're going to play, and then we're on right after that.
Who's that?
Volbeat.
Volbeat.
Yes.
I don't know the
They're
Volbeats.
from the Denmark.
Oh.
Yeah, which I believe is just south of L.A.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Liquid says, curious, your thoughts on the Yuffie DLC for Final Fantasy VII Remake is worth it. I believe it was on sale recently for like $15, but yes, it is really, really fun. I think you'd love it.
Tony, thank you.
Tony says, I think Jeremy will do 5 today. Ooh.
Gauntlet been thrown down.
Let me see. I think everyone, I will say, is shooting sort of high on you.
Oh, please don't.
High on you.
I didn't even really talk myself up or anything.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of did. You said you weren't going to pass. I said there was no multiple choice, and you felt generally good. I mean, you said you got 7 out of 7 with Mac the other day.
I did. Now, there was a couple of them, like, how many directors did a movie have? Mm-hmm. That was a guess. I mean, just happened to pick the right. I don't know. But I did get it.
Sean says it's -15 with a -35 degree and wind chills in Minnesota right now. It has been awful cold since I got back. Oh, my God. Trey says, let's go with -2. Is that what it says?
Yeah, -2.
Son of a bitch. I love you.
I think I open up like a portal or something with my bad answers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We go back in time.
It could be that bad.
Yeah.
Well, we're playing trivia here. We got Volbeat on the radio right now. Speaking of, I'll do...
Tony's on it.
How many people directed Mandalorian?
That was the question. Right?
It was like season 1, there was 5 different directors. One of them was Ron Howard's daughter. What's her name? Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah. Yeah, she was actually one of the directors on it.
I never knew that was Ron Howard's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No, you didn't.
I did
Really?
I did not know that.
How could you not
I
know?
don't know. Way to go, Ron Howard.
Congrats on the sex 40 years ago.
Yeah, you did a real good job.
Greg says, I guess 3 for Jeremy because he keeps alluding to how poorly he plans to perform. He's probably sandbagging, but who am I to call him a liar? Unless, of course, I get picked and he screws me out of tickets.
Well, yeah, I'm not like hustling, I promise. Oh man, there's a lot of 5s.
Don't look over here.
No, I'm looking here.
Oh, okay. Oh, a lot of people. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not looking over there. There ain't nothing going on over here.
All right. Well, I've chosen someone this morning, and I've locked that person in. Hold on, let me write this down. So we got 2.5 minutes, guys. 2.5 minutes before we go on with trivia.
I'm actually sitting here getting nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You should be. I'm nervous for you. It's always a different situation when you do trivia on the radio in a timed environment with lights on you. It's different than you just sitting on your couch, chugging beer and eating chips and being like, 7, idiots.
Yeah. And the people on the stream and stuff can't see the high quality TV style studio lights that are in here. The whole ceiling's covered in like proper lighting production.
Totally.
So it's
one over the head LED light.
Yeah.
And then a couple ring lights, above us.
Yeah, it's nice.
Makes us look real sexy.
Mm.
All right, guys, about a minute and a half away. Once again, the EnMarket Savannah Hockey Classic is is next weekend. I apologize, both Friday and Saturday. Giving away tickets for that. Speaking of things that are going on over the next few weekends, tomorrow I'm going to be broadcasting live with our sister station, Bob 106.9, so I'll have the giant country station truck out there, 7 Park of Commerce Way from 11 till 1. And then I'm a judge at the Let's Get Saucy Wing Sauce competition at Southbound.
I will be there
on the 15th.
You know, I always audit the judging.
Yeah, well, I'll be one of your judges once again. So we'll hang out there as well. And then it's funny because I have to do the wing sauce competition, and then I have to go directly to a wedding, which I forgot. I forgot that I was.
Oof.
I'm just going to the wedding. I don't have to be the reverend or anything and marry the people. Thank God.
We both do that, by the way. Yeah.
We'll both marry your ass. But I have to do that and then go straight to a wedding next weekend. And then the following weekend, I'm going to be at Coastal Empire Brewing Company for Coastal Empire Wrestling.
Love them boys.
Yeah. So
and
I got a busy January ahead of me, man. Everyone should come out and hang out.
I need to come to that one. I haven't seen both Coastal Empires in a minute.
Yeah.
So need to go out there.
All right, guys, we will be right back. Less than 30 seconds. It's a Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning. My friend in studio is owner of the soon-to-be open and delicious beer-slinging, the Underdog Brewing Company. I'm talking about Jeremy Hammons.
Good morning, everyone.
All right, so Beer for Breakfast is going to come right after the 8 o'clock hour this morning, but we do have to give someone an opportunity right now to win themselves
so nervous.
Some EnMarket Savannah Hockey Classic tickets. Now, the Hockey Classic is next weekend, both Friday and Saturday. Now, we're giving away tickets for Saturday, and we have chosen someone who has texted in. So, Jeremy, you will be playing for listener Magic Mike.
Okay.
Magic Mike has said you're going to get 5 correct today.
Everyone has said 5 on the stream.
All right, so that means he has the number range of 4 through 6 because we're going to give him a number on each side of his number. So he has a 3-number range to win tickets today. So that means you have to get between 4 and 6 correct for him to win tickets.
But then I'm not going to, but if I get 7, he doesn't.
He doesn't win tickets. Or if you get 3, he doesn't win.
If I get 7, we got to give Mike the tickets. If you get all of them, the person just
if you get a perfect game, Maybe. All right, we'll figure that out.
Okay,
But let's
sorry.
jump.
I'm changing the rules on the air.
Let's jump right into trivia. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will begin after I ask the first one. There is no multiple choice today, and also you promised not to pass on any
I'm not
question.
going to pass. Mac did it a couple days ago, and she passed every question.
All right. Well, let's see how you do. Okay. Question number 1: What actor is known as the Fonz?
Oh, Henry Winkler.
That is correct. Question number 2: How many players are there in a standard team handball team?
Oh, 6.
That is incorrect. Question number 3: What candy does E.T. love?
Reese's Pieces.
That is correct. Question number 4: What is the only muscle in the human body not attached at both ends?
The heart.
Incorrect. Question number 5: What Jamaican runner is an 11-time world champion and holds the record in the 100 and 200-meter race?
Usain Bolt.
That is correct. Question number 6: What South Park character gets killed in almost every episode?
Kenny.
That is correct. And question number 7: What is the name of the dragon in The Hobbit?
Oh, man. My friend's going to murder me.
You got 10 seconds.
Puff, the magic dragon.
That is incorrect. You did get 4 today, so
Okay.
Magic Mike still picks up those tickets
I got close to 5,
to
everybody.
the EnMarket Savannah Hockey Classic. Let's quickly go over the correct answers. What actor is known as the Fonz? That's Henry Winkler. How many players are there on a handball team? 7. What candy does E.T. love? Reese's Pieces. What is the only muscle in the human body, not attached to both ends? Your tongue. Question number 5. What Jamaican runner is 11-time world champion? That's Usain Bolt. What South Park character gets killed in every episode? That's Kenny. And what is the name of the dragon in The Hobbit? Definitely not Puff.
Yeah.
It is Smaug.
Oh,
Smaug.
I apologize this summer over at Moon River. I literally watched all 3 Lord of the Rings on Thanksgiving at her house.
That dragon's not in those movies.
Oh, what did I?
The Hobbit. The Hobbit.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, okay. I don't watch all those, so
Yeah.
I just assumed it was one thing. So now she's extra going to kill me.
Yeah, she's definitely going to kill you.
Perfect.
All right, guys. Coming up next, we got beer for breakfast just after 8 o'clock on the Marshall and Friends Show on Rock 106.1. Good morning.
Good at trivia.
Woo!
I did okay.
Yeah.
4.
4 out of 7, 8.
And by the way, I don't know handball at all. I almost said 7. I was like 6.
Mm-hmm.
Because what is 7? Is that American football 7?
No, 7. American football's 11.
11.
Basketball's 5.
Jeez, what am I?
Baseball is more.
Yeah. Le football américain.
Le football.
All right. Well, hey,
so I can tell you're a big sports ball fan.
I am.
You and Tim Janier are definitely on the same level when it comes to sports.
I like a good sports ball game.
Mm-hmm. Greg says, "Good job."
Mike's on here.
Mike says, "I thank you for the tickets."
You're welcome, Mike.
Or maybe he also thanks you for the tickets.
They didn't say it on the air, but I'm going with you. It's just me and you, Mike.
Yeah, it's just you and Mike.
But I do have keys to different breweries on my keychain, so we'll just break it.
That is sick. How many keys to different breweries do you have? Actually, that's a great question.
I have 3.
Are they all local here?
Yeah. So this is the key to Southbound Brewing.
Okay, that one looks fancy.
You know what? I gave my Atomica key back because someone needed it. And this is the Underdog, but there's nothing in the building. So 2 now. I said 3. I forgot. Them boys couldn't. They didn't pay for another key. They just like, can you give me yours? And I was like, sure, whatever.
Yeah, times are rough.
Times are rough over there.
All right, guys, once again, thank you so much for joining us on the live stream. We are going to be doing beer for breakfast coming up just after 8 o'clock this morning.
Baseball is 9.
Baseball's 9, yep.
Baseball 9.
I don't know why it ghosted me when I was talking about that.
The reason I'm not a massive sports fan is because I'm a loose Auburn fan in college. My wife went there, and we pay them a lot of money to be fans.
Yeah, right.
So, but we've been rebuilding since Cam Newton left in 2010. So.
It's been a long rebuild. It's
like almost beat Alabama this year. What was it, like 6 overtimes or something crazy like that?
Was that the game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Auburn can lose every game, but if they beat Alabama, it's a winning season.
I feel you 100%. Yeah. As a Cubs fan or as a Bears fan, if we just beat Green Bay once, I'm very, very happy.
Winning season.
Yeah.
There's T-shirts made. I mean, everything.
Mike says, loving the new show, Marshall. Thanks, buddy. This is the...
I'm official. I'm in.
I call this show, this is the temporary Band-Aid to the new future reboot of whatever this show will be. It's going to be awesome. The one thing that will be very cool about this show, once we get a new permanent co-host in here is it will look vastly different. Like we'll be in a new studio space. I think that person will be the program director as well. So everything will be tweaked and changed. And I love that. I'm not a guy who's like stuck in the mud when it comes to stuff. I'm a big time. Let's change things up.
I hope this side of the camera looks a lot better with your new host.
100%.
It doesn't take a lot.
Camera 3, we'll put you on camera 3, which is a much more lower quality.
Can I will pay for a small cardboard cutout of myself to just sit if you don't have a guest.
No, it's perfect. If you could get me a miniature like 6-inch Jeremy Hammons, I would love to have that just like kind of behind me at all times. If you get me a 6-inch cardboard stand up of yourself, I will put it in.
6-inch, you're being very generous. Thank you.
Well, we actually did a segment called Chicks on Dudes earlier this week, and and the whole thumb to pointer finger.
You did it, didn't you?
No, I did not.
I didn't either.
I forgot about it.
I forgot about it too.
I got to remember the next time I'm fully, erect. But
right now.
Well, that's why I'm sitting down. It's about.
Hold on. This is how I finger gun.
Ooh. You pay people for that? Or do they pay you? But anyway. Beer for Breakfast is coming up next. Speaking of...
Mike actually does magic?
Yeah, so Mike is Magic Mike that came on the very last episode of the Cotter and Marsh show.
I want to see some magic. I thought he was like a sexy dancer, which I'd see that too.
He's a sexy dancer.
Sexy dancer. Could I have said that in a worse way?
Hold me closer, sexy dancer. Wait, those are the lyrics, right? All right, guys, we're playing a couple commercials. Then we're actually hitting the top of the hour, going into Bush. And then after that, we're back on the air with our first beer for breakfast. Beer.
Who, the runner? Who's the runner?
Greg. Yes.
Greg.
Yeah.
So Greg said Mac and Stacy and Billy all look better than Jeremy. I absolutely agree.
Dude needs to brew good beer.
Yeah. I make some beer.
Well, the good thing is Greg is a beer connoisseur. So once you do open the new brewery, he'll definitely become.
Greg is local?
Yeah. Greg is actually, I think, somewhere over in the Pooler area.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza. Sorry. Damn it. I always mess that up. All right, guys. Well, the cool thing is with Jeremy, you being here, I'm actually going to run and grab my beers out of my fridge, so I'm going to be gone for 30 seconds.
Okay.
So just talk for that exact amount of time.
Well, I'm going to look at this chat thing. All right, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Okay. I'm going to lock him out of the room. We're taking the show over. Everyone gets tickets to the EnMarket arena. Giving them away. Yes, it's the Jeremy Show. Welcome to the Jeremy and Not Marshall Show. Mike says I can be whatever you want me to be for the right price. Hey, dude. I party. Oh, I think he's coming back, so we got to act like this didn't happen. Be cool. Everybody be cool. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is totally the Marshall and Friends show, not the Jeremy show. We were not doing a mutiny while you were gone.
Rude.
Don't look at the chat.
All I see is $20 is $20. You sick bastards. But if you got rid of me, who would keep the show on time? You don't know how to do that, man.
Give me like 2 minutes over there. I'll get this figured out. I don't really seek out a lot of heavier rock music, but it would just be like the same Incubus songs over and over again. Off of Crows Left of the Murder, here's this song again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Marshall, don't look at the stream chat.
Shh. Be cool, everybody. Be cool. We talked about some stuff while you were gone.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
we were going to lock you out of the room.
Totally legit.
Yeah.
All right. So do you want to do your beer first?
It's up to you, man.
Well, let's do one of mine because I know we're going to shoot over 3. Do you want to start off? You want to do stout or ale first?
Ooh, I'm looking at that. Let's do the ale first.
Ale first? Perfect.
Is that the one that's on the air?
Yes, this is one. Yeah, and then we'll do one on the stream. So we could do this on the stream and do this on the air. Okay,
I like
perfect.
it.
All right, guys. So our first beer of the day for beer for breakfast, we will be trying Sycamore's Christmas Cookie Winter Ale.
Kind of excited about this one.
This one's a little special. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and open it and have it poured out for us before we jump on the air, so we don't have to
Release the aromatics.
Yes, exactly.
Good pour. He knows how to pour a beer, everyone. Excellent. Beautiful.
All right, guys, we got 2 minutes before we jump back on the air. Once again, beer for breakfast.
You see, okay.
Are you fingering that beer?
No, so you can see the.
Oh, okay.
But also, I won't talk about this on the air, but let's talk about it on the stream. Whenever bubbles stick to the side of a glass, that is a dirty glass.
Well, here's the thing. These were all washed actually via my dishwasher at my house.
Wow.
Maybe you got the dirty glass. Mine seems to be.
Here, let me just. I've seen some local breweries and some national ones post pictures of their beers, and it's just like, and I'm just like, oh my god. No one told their social media person that that's a dirty glass.
Mm-hmm. Whew. All right. Well, I'm excited. This is the best part of the show every single Friday, in which we do beer for breakfast.
Yeah.
I have taken some Fridays off of the show doing beer for breakfast, and it feels weird. So
yeah.
it feels good to be doing beer for breakfast once again.
Hey, and everybody, the Horde, I'm bartending at Southbound tonight.
Oh, okay.
I'll be there. I'll be there at 4. We stay open till midnight-ish because Blade and Bull axe throwing. So if you've never done that, too, it's all in the same building.
So come down, throw some axes, drink some beer.
I'll be there.
Jeremy will be
there.
there.
Probably in this same shirt.
Give me your money.
Give me your money, please. I need money.
So are you working a full-time job right now?
No, the Southbound boys have been real good to me. They're letting me bartend, and they call me in for extra work. So it's the perfect amount of keeping work going
while you live off your wife, who has the real job?
Yes,
nice.
She has letters behind her name.
All right, guys, we got 30 seconds. We will be right back with beer for breakfast. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends Show. Today, we are currently live streaming the show, so jump on either Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch and search the Marshall and Friends Show, and make sure to throw us a like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. Currently, my friend in studio hanging with me right now as we're about to embark upon a beer for breakfast. It's Jeremy Hammons, the owner of the soon-to-be-open Underdog Brewing Company. Now, you've joined us a couple times over these last few months in between our morning show shift, so... Jeremy,
probably too much for the listeners.
No, we love you. That's the thing. That's the reason why we bring you on. All right, so last time we talked, the Underdog Brewing Company, which is over on Victory and
Drayton, right behind Ardsley Station.
Okay, so how are we along in the process? I know you talked about opening sometime around May or June this year. Is that still our goal?
I think as anybody opening a business, it's laughable to think. So now I was going like April, May. Now I'm like May, June. Now I'm like maybe July. And then I'm crying at my house.
Okay, so we're shooting for October. We're shooting for
October.
All right, well, it's going to be open in 2022.
Yes, it will be.
That's our goal.
Hell or high water, it will be open.
Make sure to jump on Facebook, the Underdog Brewing Company. You can find them there. Also on Instagram, I believe, as well.
The Underdog SAV.
Perfect.
T-H-E.
So make sure to find them, like them, and, of course, follow along with their updates as they do their build-out and, of course, start brewing their beer and the grand opening. Trust me, we'll have you back on when that happens.
Oh, you'll be there. Don't worry.
Like I have to be there?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
He's going to kill me
Sign
if
a
I don't.
contract, yeah.
All right, well, today is beer for breakfast, so let's go ahead and jump into our very first beer of the day. This first beer was actually given to me by a good friend of the show, Cam Cross. This is from the Sycamore Brewing Company right up in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is called the Christmas Cookie Winter Ale, coming in at 7.5%. Now, this is quite a rare beer can. not exactly a beer. Now, the beer you could find, but they have special cans that they do each and every year with very naughty stuff on them. Now, they look like snowflakes, but if you actually look a little bit deeper, they are sexual toys on them. So, yeah, so there's some blow-up dolls, and there's some things that you would please yourself with, Jeremy. But
hamburgers?
yeah, totally. Those are hamburgers, but showing them off on the live stream. If you want to kind of take a guess on what those are, I'll let you
some handcuffs on there.
I'll let your imagination go wild. So, according to the Sycamore Brewing Company, they said, we brew this very special beer just once a year. Filled with Christmas cheer, it's bound to make Santa jolly. And once again, it says batteries not included, coming from the Sycamore Brewing Company. This is 7.5% alcohol. So let's go ahead and start the review by taking a big old sniff.
That's lovely.
It's got almost, is it like bready, I guess, in the
very,
nose?
very malty, very bready and malty.
Yeah, and holding it up to the camera, once again, if you're watching the live stream, this has got some good carbonation running through it. A nice amber kind of copper color.
Nice middle clarity.
Yeah, middle clarity.
Middle clarity.
That's what a brew guy says.
I don't even think that's right. If any brewers are listening, they're just rolling their eyes.
All right, with all that being said, let's take a big old drink. It's got that sweetness. I mean, it's kind of got it's a bready, malty kind of flavor, but it's got a nice little sweetness, which I think is what the Christmas cookie name kind of comes from. Yeah. With coming in at 7.5% alcohol, this is a beer that could sneakily catch up on you.
It is, this one is a little boozy though.
Yeah.
It's got just a little, which I actually like in a malty beer, is that sometimes when the alcohol's hidden, and it's brighter, fruitier beers, you can really hide that. But this one, I like the little bit of that booziness under it. It's really nice.
I like that too. I've had a couple of these at the house, and they are quite delicious. And this is, sorry to break the fourth wall here, I've had tried this one before. They are quite good. But let's go ahead and grade this one out. So on the beer scale of supremacy, Jeremy Hammons of the Underdog Brewing Company, soon to be open in 2022. No pressure. What would you give?
This is 1 to 5.
Yep, 1 to 5. What would you give the Sycamore Christmas Cookie Winter Ale?
I really wanted to, that you take the swallow, and then sometimes you get almost like that spice. Something else shows up. That didn't happen on this one. I'm going a 3.5.
Yeah, I mean,
felt like it could have been a lot more complex.
There's a little to be desired when it comes to this beer and the overall like flavor.
It's lovely though.
Yeah, flavor profile of it. You kind of want more just because it is called Christmas cookie. You want it to be more like a snickerdoodle or something. And I really didn't get that, but I do like this beer. You gave it a 3.5?
3.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3.25, 3.25 on this beer. Just a little bit lower than you. I have to be a little bit more critical.
Always so contrarian.
I drink a lot of beer for a living. Not for a living. I just do it because I have emotional problems. All right, well, let's continue on with the beer review of Supremacy. We're actually going to do one here right on the stream. So if you're watching the live stream, we'll do one exclusively there where you can hang out with us. And then we'll come back here in just a little bit and do beer number 2 that Jeremy brought live on the air. Right now, Aaron Jones is Supercharged on the Marshall and Friends Show. It's Rock 106.1. There we go.
Did you hit the 2 up there?
Yes, I hit the 2 up there. The only thing I actually didn't do is I hit the manual, and there we go.
Perfect.
Now we won't go off the air.
So many buttons.
So many buttons. Yeah, this beer, I wish it had a bit of, like, I kind of wanted it to be a snickerdoodle in a can, right? Like,
yeah, if I'm going to have something that's called Christmas cookie, almost like a ginger snap snickerdoodle kind of spicy thing. I will say, though, especially tall boy beers, I kind of rate them, would I drink the whole 16 ounce? And I totally would on this one. Because there's some beers you get, man, you struggle to get through the whole thing.
Yeah, once again, this is the Sycamore Christmas Cookie Winter Ale. My friend Cam gave me these. We only got like a very small amount in the Savannah area, and they sold out almost immediately. But they sell out. They sell out because of these ridiculous, incredible cans.
If you just walk by, you don't even notice. Is Rhett Parnell local?
Rhett is actually from the Beaufort area. One of our good buddies. Yeah.
Well, Rhett, I'm at Southbound tonight, starting at 4. We'll just say like 4 to 10. I do have a stack of Rock 106 glassware over there, and I'll be happy to give you one or two.
Hang on to Southbound.
Nobody wanted them, so I just got a bunch of them.
Screw you, man.
Screw you, buddy.
Yeah, you could definitely get them there. For some reason, Jeremy's not at Southbound. I could probably hook you up with a glass.
Yeah.
Just let me know. Charles says, I thought your favorite thing on Friday was to hear about my deer murder plans. Well, let's hear them, Charles. Yeah, you kind of threw it out there. I would love to hear, how many deer do you plan on murdering this weekend?
Yeah. Are you going to do the thing where you take the picture where you hold their head up?
After you chop it off?
That's cool.
Marshall, can I get one of those pint glasses with a pint of beer in it? Don't need empty stuff. Yeah, absolutely. You could go see Jeremy tonight at Southbound.
Yes, I will. You know what? If you come from this stream and tell me you saw it, I will absolutely get you a beer tonight.
Elaine says, horde meeting on the opening of the Underdog Brewing Company, 100%.
We might even private that for the horde.
Yeah.
I need some practice days, so we'll...
Well, we're definitely going to do something there. So I have a very secret club where I do beer drinks with people.
Okay.
And I've already told them that we're doing one at your brewery. I haven't asked you yet. But
well, no, I've never been invited, so that's cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Do you know any beer people in town?
No, not really. Well, we haven't become close like we are now. We're essentially brothers. We're Eskimo brothers.
Eskimo brothers.
What's the definition of that again?
That's
well,
no, I'm going two directions.
You drink a beer with a guy, and you're an Eskimo brother, right?
And so you drink a beer and then rub noses. I think it's an Eskimo brother.
Little butterfly kiss. Great idea as long as it's not a Tuesday or a Thursday, says Greg. Oh, when it comes to horde meetup, yeah, 100%. We'll do it on a Saturday. Lane saying things were stuck to Marshall's car one night. I did possibly have a dildo stuck to my car.
I heard.
A lot of people did. No big deal. It's kind of like that Adam Sandler movie where he's like, you're not cool if you don't pee your pants.
Mm-hmm. Peeing your pants is cool. You call me Miles Davis.
Exactly. I pee my pants all the time. Charles would like to know, where is the Underdog going to be located? Give him the exact address.
120 East 42nd Street. So it's right behind Savannah Market and Ardsley Station. It is connected literally to the Bars Oriental Rug building.
Now I think there's some gate. Isn't there like some construction gate up there right now? Is that yours?
That's my parking lot.
Okay.
It looks very prison-y. It's a very prison-y looking fence.
Yeah.
Which that fence is coming down and a nicer one's being put up.
Oh, okay. Cool.
No, the whole outside's going to be completely redone. Little beer garden out there.
I was going to say you're putting all the tables and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's awesome,
nice.
Man. Sean says, I will one day actually send you some beers from up here. I slowly start gathering warm single beers and package them up. You know, it's funny. I had, speaking of my little beer meeting thing that I was talking about, my brother-in-law, are you familiar with Three Floyds up in the Chicagoland area?
Absolutely.
They're quite popular. He actually sent me some extreme one-offs of I think it's a stout called Soul Lord or Soul Taker. It's like a 10+% beer, and he sent me 2 variants of it, so I'm very excited. Nice. And they're here, I'll show you a picture of the bottles. We got a few minutes.
Does the bottle have sex toys all over it? Because if not, I don't want to see it.
It does not.
Nah.
But these bottles are about as badass as they could look. So, yeah. So there's the bottle. They're both have the blue wax on them, and one of them they're called Dark Lord. So one is just the regular Dark Lord that has the Viking guy on it, and then the other one is a marshmallow variant that they only made 3,000 bottles of.
Oh, only 3,000?
Only 3,000.
A marshmallow floating in every bottle.
Right. But he sent me those. He mailed them to me, and I was very nervous because usually when you package beer up and you mail it to someone, which technically is illegal, don't do that. But you should definitely put all the beer in a garbage bag just in case one does break open.
Oh,
he did not do that. Thankfully, they didn't break.
Especially fruited sours, slushy beers. I mean, it's an industry thing. Just if you keep them warm, just explosions.
So I gave my boss a sour from a beer for breakfast months and months ago, and he came in from over the weekend, and he didn't have it refrigerated. And it just blew open. So he came in and his whole office smelled like grapefruit. I'm like, That's actually not the worst thing.
No, better than how it typically smells.
Without a doubt. Sean says Three Floyds is good, Zombie Dust, and Gumball Head. Yeah, so, Three Floyds. I got an opportunity to try a couple of their beers, but I'm so excited to try those.
No, Catawba has something zombie. I thought it was Zombie Dust, but everyone has all the names.
I think it's just called the White Zombie. Yeah.
White Zombie.
Yeah.
There you go. I was gonna get there.
I'm the guy that still calls it Catawaba.
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 Catawba.
Catawaba. Those North Carolina people. Sorry,
I was just we were talking earlier. I was up in Louisville, Kentucky for Christmas, and Highwire from Asheville has a location in Louisville. They're just expanding everywhere.
Really?
Yes, and it's a very odd, bright, almost Las Vegas-y. It's like neon everywhere, and
the Asheville Highwire is like this, like podunk, like cinder block.
They've turned it into a circus look in there. Yeah, it's very strange, but they make wonderful beer. I like them folks. There's a reason that they're expanding like they are.
That's crazy. I've been to Highwire. I've tried some of their beers. I'm not crazy about them.
I like them. Well, you see, I like a beer. I like a middle of the road.
Well, that's the thing is like
beer.
my beer tastes and hugely fluctuates. So I'm excited to try beer once again. Your beer, I think, will be very cool. Oh, I guess we should probably try this beer over here.
We do have, and then what it is, we could just use the same glass. Truthfully. Yeah.
All right, so this is the exclusive beer review. We're going to try this. I actually got this I think I got this a week after my birthday. It was a gift from Founders. This is the highly acclaimed KBS. It is a flavored stout, cinnamon vanilla cocoa. It's an imperial stout with cocoa, cinnamon, vanilla extract, and cacao nibs. Aged in oak bourbon barrels.
I've not seen this one. They have the new KBS espresso out.
Yeah, so this actually comes in. Let me look real quick. I believe it's quite high. This is 12% alcohol.
Baby,
yeah.
Give it to me.
This is bottled back on September of last year. So
beautiful.
Not too. Oof, I'm just going to pour a little for me. Here, I'll give you that.
Just drink out the bottle.
Just drink straight out the chute. All right,
the dish chute.
All right, once again, we're trying the KBS flavored, what is that called again?
This is the KBS flavored stout, cinnamon vanilla cocoa.
A cacao. Coming in at 12% alcohol. So let's go ahead and start a little beer review here. Let's take a big old sniff.
Oh, man. So
boozy.
So much bourbon barrel.
Oh, my gosh. It is crazy boozy, guys. It's like just a cocoa whiskey over here. Ooh. And then, I mean, just holding up to the camera. I mean, this thing's black as midnight. You can't see through it. It's got, I couldn't even tell you if it had any carbonation running through it. It's just like black as midnight. But cheers.
It's good carb for a stout.
Yeah. Cheers to you. Oh.
Man. Okay, so.
That like shot me back a decade.
So.
I think I'm younger now.
I don't love bourbon barrel beers. It's just but this one with the vanilla and the cinnamon and the chocolate in there, it's a lovely balance. That is really nice.
Yeah, that is.
This is one where I shouldn't drink 16 ounces.
No, absolutely not. Once again, coming in at 12% alcohol. This was picked up, I believe, at a local Habersham.
And it's just getting more and more dark chocolate as it just sits.
Yeah, it's weird because you feel like you've done the cinnamon challenge, right? Like
no.
where you take a spoonful of cinnamon and you try to eat it, but it coats your mouth and you spit out like Puff the Magic Dragon.
I don't do online challenges.
What? I do all the time.
You get paid for it.
Yeah, it's true. But that's kind of what you get here. Like you drink it and you feel like you should shoot out cinnamon from your mouth. That's how like cinnamony and dark chocolatey it is.
So this is what I was talking about with the Sycamore one. After you swallow the beer, I like it. If it's something flavored, I like it when it shows up afterwards. It's almost like a magic trick. And this one's doing it on every flavor, but it's just a touch.
It's
really nice.
It's an interesting balance. Once again, Founders is a great beer company. They're very much well known for their breakfast stouts, stouts in general. I mean, really, I don't know if they do any other beer. I'm sure they do.
Founders is an amazing brewery.
Yeah.
I've never had a bad beer from Founders. You hand me one, it's going to be great.
So once again, with this beer, the KBS from Founders, let's go ahead and grade this one out. We're back on the air here in about 5 minutes. On the beer scale of supremacy, what would you give the KBS vanilla, chocolate, cocoa, whatever it's called?
I think just because I always make a weird face at bourbon barrel beers, and this one is just so lovely and balanced, I'm going to do a 4 on this one. It doesn't have like any Worcestershire to it, none of that vinegariness. It's just beautiful.
It's interesting, and it lays out really nicely. It is a punch in the face. Like I already feel like just drinking like 2 or 3 drinks off that, I feel the 12% in my body.
You do have a very punchable face, though.
Well, it's true. I do have a very punchable. Ask my wife. She hits me all the time.
You love
I asked for it. So with that being said, on the beer scale of supremacy, you gave it a 4.
I gave it a 4. So you're going to go one notch. You're going to go 3.75.
No, I'm not. Because I don't think I love this as a stout. I think the APV, honestly, is a little too high. I love the flavor profile of it, but I feel like just because it got so boozy, it kind of overtakes the flavorfulness of it. I'm going to give this just like a 3.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I want to love it. I want to love it more, except I don't.
But I don't.
All right, you want to pour out. We're 4 minutes away from our next break live on the air, where we will do beer review number 3. Ooh.
I'm wearing the hat. I wore the hat on purpose.
Oh, look at you, son of a bitch. We are 4 minutes away from jumping back on the air. This is our second break of the 8 o'clock hour. Going to be doing beer review number 3. Sean says, haven't tried this, wanted to, but can't do $24 for a 4-pack.
It's an investment.
Yeah, it was, someone purchased me that for, once again.
I will say, though, if we're making fun of $20 4-packs, if I'm going to spend $20, it's going to be something like this, because I know it is probably sat and aged for a year plus 2 years. They're storing this. I know kind of what goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to pay $20-something for a hazy IPA. But this... I think I would.
Sorry, just making sure we're on time.
Do your job. Do your job.
What, for the first time this week, as some people would say? All right, cool. We are on time. Looking good. Looking good.
What are we listening to right now?
Currently, Five Finger Death Punch's Blue on Black, their cover.
Oh, yeah.
Of the classic Kenny Wayne Shepherd song.
I call that Sack on Back.
Sack on Back. But we'll be coming on right after that. In the 9 o'clock hour today, Jeremy will sadly leave us, but we will be doing Marshall's Music News.
It's totally live.
Totally is. Got stories on Guns N' Roses, brand new stuff coming from them.
Man, anything better than Chinese Democracy. Oh, that album took like 25 years.
Yeah, we didn't need that. But yeah, so we're going to talk about Guns N' Roses. They actually released Hard School and Absurd, which are 2 newish songs. Closer to the end of 2021.
I know you're talking about this at 9, but everyone wanted to just rip on them when they came back out, the new tour.
Mm-hmm.
Axl killed it. Killed it. Who knew?
Yeah, I want to go see them once again. Obviously going to be a part of Welcome to Rockville in 2022. Mm-hmm. Then we'll also talk about Sammy Hagar. He's nothing with new music or performing. He actually was presented an award, a commendation. So we'll talk about that as well. Plus, I'll give you guys the details. This is one of the last days to sign up for the EnMarket Golden Ticket, which is a chance to win a ticket to every single show, event, hockey game in the year of 2022. I think it's Sunday at noon, I think, is the last time to sign up.
Can you just give it to me?
No.
Okay. Cool.
Unfortunately,
I tried.
You could buy a pair of tickets to every show.
I could, but I don't want to.
You could not open a brewery and do that.
No.
Let's see. Charles says I could buy a lot of Natty for $24.
If you're an old friend of mine on here, you know I love the Miller.
All right, guys, we're 1 minute away. 1 minute away for the second. Throw these around real quick. Thank you, sir. All right, guys, beer for breakfast. Break number 2 coming up next. Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show today. We are currently live streaming this show as we do every single weekday from 7 until 9 in the morning. So check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just search the Marshall and Friends show. And make sure to like, follow, and subscribe while you are there. Currently, we are in the midst of beer for breakfast. And our friend today, very much someone we needed for a segment quite like this if we were going to do beer for breakfast. It is Jeremy Hammons. He is the owner of the brand new Underdog Brewing Company opening later in 2022.
Yes.
Jeremy, thanks for being my friend.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for giving me beers at 8 in the morning.
You know what? Someone has to send you down the spiral of shame you'll probably be living throughout the rest of your day.
Yeah,
so.
I don't shame very well.
Well, I don't know, but you're really good at making beer, and obviously the Underdog Brewing Company will confirm or deny that.
Yeah. No pressure.
No pressure at all.
No pressure.
But once again, make sure to check out the Underdog Brewing Company. Find them on Facebook and Instagram. Follow them and be on the lookout for all the updates. And, of course, when it does have its grand opening later in 2022. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into our third beer review of the day. What are we trying?
I was just up in Louisville, Kentucky for the holidays where I'm from, and one of my favorite breweries in the United States is an old legacy brand called Fall City, and I'm wearing one of their fine hats right now.
Oh, look at that.
I know.
You get it for free?
No, I bought this.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, they don't. I just walk in there and actually buy their stuff. Yeah. But this was a brand from like the 60s and 70s when everything was real regional.
Okay.
So, you go around like Pinky Masters has the PBR sign. With
exactly.
Fall City was all those. It would be Fall City with the bar name on it. And someone came through and bought the rights to it, revamped all of it, and we're drinking a beer today from them called Hipster Repellent IPA.
Hipster Repellent IPA.
Repellent. It's one of my wife's absolute favorites. She loves real. And then, by the way, this is a West Coast IPA. They made this at the height of everyone making fruity tasting New England and hazy IPAs.
Oh, okay.
So it was Hipster Repellent at the time, which the joke is these are coming back around, and now hipsters want these again. But this is a malty, bitter, hoppy IPA.
I can't wait to try it.
My heart.
So what's the APV on this beer?
The APV? The All Points Bulletin?
Yeah, the All Points Bulletin.
That one is, I made notes, 6.3%.
Oh, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and start the beer review as we always do. Let's take a big old sniff.
Oh, yeah.
It's got
pine.
Yeah, it's
pine.
Yeah, I got a bit of citrus in there, but yeah, the pine, and it's just it's hoppy.
It has a couple modern hops in it too. It has
modern hops as opposed to the old school.
Well,
hops?
there's Amarillo and Simcoe, which are kind of old school, but then it has Citra, and the cool one is Idaho 7, which is a very new-ish.
Idaho 7?
It's a very cool
Sounds
hop.
like a gang I want to join.
Yeah, the Idaho
Will they
7.
beat me into it?
Yeah, they'll give you beer.
They'll give me beer. All right. With that, let's hold it up to the camera real quick. Have everyone checking out the live stream. It's kind of got a grapefruitish kind of color to it, honestly, holding up to the light. Kind of a lightish orange with like a darker hue kind of running through the middle. You can't exactly see through it as well, but it's got a little bit of carbonation I can tell running through it.
This is a small brewery, and from batch to batch, it might be a little more clear, a little more hazy.
Okay.
I'll give it up to him.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a big old drink of Fall City's Hipster Repellent IPA.
Oh, yeah.
It's like oddly smooth on the back end though.
Yeah, it just disappears.
Yeah, so like you drink an IPA and you like get that bitter beer face. You don't get that really at all with this because you drink it, you taste a lot of the maltiness and hops like on the tip of your tongue, but after that, it's like drinking an ale.
And it even gives you a little bit of that mid-tongue burn that I love from a beer.
Mid-tongue burn.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like a medical condition.
It is.
Actually, that shouldn't happen when you're drinking a beer.
I need to go see somebody, please.
Yeah, we'll set you a doctor's appointment after the show today. All right, so Jeremy from the Underdog Brewing Company, what are we going to put this on the beer scale of supremacy?
I already love this beer. I would like it to have a little bit more of a brighter finish. I'm going to do a 3.75.
3.75. I mean, this one was a kind of a fun surprise for me just because I really love the like a back end like smoothness to this because I wasn't expecting that, and I always love to be surprised by beers that say they're one thing and kind of give me a little something different. So on this, honestly, 3.85. I could drink these all day. That's the thing.
We have some at the house,
and they're not available locally, not yet.
No,
maybe one day.
I don't know, man. I think they're going to keep this pretty regional. Fall City. I love these guys, though. Their social media is great. Keep up with them.
Yeah, so you can actually grab these, I guess, if you ever go to Louisville. Louisville, Kentucky.
It falls out of your face.
Yeah, is that what they say?
That's what they say.
All right, guys. Coming up next on the Marshall and Friends show, we are going to be talking about New Year's resolutions and how long they're probably going to last. That'll be coming up next here on Rock 106.1 at Shinedown. All right.
Shinedown.
Dude, it's weird. So I went and saw Shinedown last October at the St. Augustine Amphitheater down in St. Augustine.
The best amphitheater.
Love it.
Love St. Augustine Amphitheater.
Been to many shows there. I've seen Colin Hay, Bare Naked Ladies, Flight of the Conchords. I've seen some weird stuff.
Paul Simon there, and I lost my mind. I love Paul Simon. So
I had some weird stuff at the St. Augustine.
Oh, saw Passion Pit and Two Door Cinema Club there.
I saw Violent Femmes. I've seen there.
That'd be great. Yeah, we just keep listing bands for y'all.
But love that show. I didn't realize how many Shinedown songs I actually knew. I know all of them.
I know some people who are on the road crew for the band Alabama. Very strange, but I know. Okay, so
hello, left field.
I know, but I went and saw them. Had my cool little backstage pass. And all that. But you forget bands like that you know every single song. Yeah. I'm not an Alabama fan, the sports team or the band. But and then one time, oddly enough, I got to open up in a band for David Allen Coe, and that was at what was the thing?
Stage on Bay.
Stage on Bay. I opened with for them with a guy named Pee Wee Moore. He's a kind of country troubadour, traveling guy, old friend of mine. I knew every song. And it's just one of the, you see those bands, you go, oh, I do know this song. I know this song. I know this song. Like it's the bands that I'd never seek out, and I know every one of your songs. Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, like it was one of those things where my wife is not a Shinedown fan, and I was like, hey, we're going to see Shinedown in St. Augustine. She's like, can I have drinks before? And I'm like, you can have drinks all the way. I'll drive. She goes, I'll go.
You can have some daring.
Yeah, she's not the biggest Shinedown fan, but she enjoyed herself. She's like, yeah, actually, that was pretty good. She goes, I didn't know a lot of the songs, but obviously everyone else did because if you were looking for all of the white people in northern Florida, they were at the show that night.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, all of the white people were watching Shinedown.
I love going to stuff like that, though, because I'm always surprised. A band that just puts on a good show, you can enjoy them regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go see Shinedown and they're just doing a good job, I'm probably going to be like, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and like Brent Smith, who is the lead singer of Shinedown, he's a great guy, and he's a great interview. We've talked to him a couple times with Cotter and myself. He's a bit preachy, when it comes to like, he's a little bit political, but he's not political. But if you asked him to get political, he will go all the way for you.
Oh, that's what we want.
Yes, but he kept it to a minimum. He kept it to just the bare amount that he allowed himself to do it. So it was totally cool. And some of those like lead singer guys, they're really great at like filling space. They've gone through media training, and like a lot of those guys, they say very little with the most amount of words. And that's what they want, because usually like us radio guys only have 15 minutes. So if I said, how's it going? He could take 3 or 4 minutes to answer that question.
Like I would.
Exactly. Like,
because I've been going through a lot lately.
Yeah, I mean, things are great. The country's going through a lot. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, how are you doing? Did you eat a bowl of cereal this morning? And you get that type of stuff. But it's cool because he can be that way, but you could also snap him out of it by asking him some really off the wall questions.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite thing to do when it comes to interviews. The last thing I want to do is ask them the same questions they always get asked. How's the tour going? Does your family miss you? Any of that stuff. I always like to dive deep. I'll listen to like previous interviews they've done most recently, and then I'll try to ask them the weirdest questions from there.
I watched a great video on the YouTubes, and it was kind of how to interview people and not ask the same stuff. But they focused on the guy who hosts Hot Ones, the wing sauce.
Yeah, Sean Evans. Yeah.
And they showed everything he does, and people just go, oh. Celebrities just go, and they get so engaged with him because he's not asking the same stuff. And they show how he constantly forms questions for them where they immediately engage.
See, that's really interesting. You'll send me that
send
video.
It to you.
Yeah. So one of my things is I don't like to ask the same questions. So I'll find out like a little nugget from their life, and I'll find that through like an Instagram post, or I'll find it through a Wikipedia page. and I'll find something they don't like. So I'll be like, tell me why the Detroit Lions are the worst football team in America. And I asked Lee that from Pop Evil, who is from Detroit, who is a Lions fan, and his most recent photo was him actually with a Lions jersey on, and he just laughed about that. I think I actually have it was up here for a minute, but I actually printed off the Instagram post. I'm like, explain why you suck here.
Yeah, I stole it,
and he autographed it.
That's awesome.
So super cool stuff. Charles said, I saw Mice of Men, Manson, and Slayer at the St. Augustine Amphitheater. It's a great venue.
It's a great venue. My hard music claim to fame is I got to 2001, got to see the Summer Sanitarium tour, and that was Metallica. That was System of a Down, like a few months before Chop Suey even came out. So they were the opener of the festival.
This was like almost 20 years ago.
I'm an old man now.
Well, dude, Chop Suey came out right when my radio career began. It was just before I joined radio, so this is why I know that.
I graduated high school in 2001. So
Oof,
I know.
What an idiot.
Yeah,
so did I.
I'm an idiot. But it was Kid Rock. And Korn. So it was System of a Down, Kid Rock, Korn, and then Metallica.
Oh, my God.
And James Hetfield was in a ski mobile accident because, of course, he was. He wasn't there. Lars came. We're not on the air, right?
Not on the air.
Okay, so Lars came out, and he was like, hey, you motherfuckers, that stuff. And started yelling. Do you just double check again that we're not?
Yeah, I just triple check.
Yeah, just triple check. But all the other singers for the other bands came out and sang Metallica songs all night.
Where was this at?
Louisville, Kentucky Motor Speedway, which is a massive NASCAR thing. But what was cool is we then got a free makeup Metallica show like 4 months later at Rupp Arena in Lexington. So I got to see like Serge from System sing Sanitarium. The worst part was Kid Rock came out and did turntables on Fuel.
No.
It was pretty bad, but it was pretty bad.
Yeah, we should have known. Kid Rock, his personal life and politics aside, it's just like, he had that moment where like everyone was like, Kid Rock is awesome. And he had a good little run of like 10 years.
I wasn't mad at those first albums. They were just fun listens.
Yeah, they were fun listens. Then he got like weirdly political and preachy. And like he has some new music that is like over the top. It's like, come on, man. Like you're not trying. You're just trying to talk to like a small segment. Like scream at one another. Like you don't have to do that. Just make great music again.
Yeah, just let's stop.
Hire another midget. Where's Joe C's brother at? Where's Joe B?
Where is Joe B? No, I think Joe B is no longer with us.
What?
Him
too?
The little fellow?
Yeah, well, it's Joe C. His name was Joe C. Joe B was a joke.
Oh, well, you see how much I'm paying attention.
Just like everyone else in my life. My wife, my family.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yep.
That's a joke at the house. My wife would be like, you never listen to me, and I look up and go, what?
What'd you say again?
Clever boy.
All right, we're less than a minute out. Coming back with, let's see. We will make this one quick.
What you got?
We're going to jump in to our New Year's resolution.
Oh, I thought you were playing songs again.
Oh, but currently we're playing Candlebox's You.
I have my rundown of the show. I'm a prepared man.
You're a prepared radio professional. All right, guys, we'll be right back. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends Show this morning. We're currently live streaming the show, so make sure to check it out on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Just search the Marshall and Friends Show and throw us a like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. Currently, my friend in studio joining me is Jeremy Hammons, the owner of the Underdog Brewing Company, opening later in 2022. Thanks for being my friend, man.
Thank you for having me. Friend's a strong word. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, I got your personal cell phone number, and I know where you live, so
great.
I'll burn it down.
You have been to the house.
Be my friend. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the story I found, Jeremy, because I think this is pretty interesting. So if you choose to give up something as part of a New Year's resolution, you've now made it like, I don't know, what is it, 7 days into the new year-ish.
Yep.
But maybe you gave up something relatively easy. Like some people make like resolutions that like, of course, I feel like anyone could do. Like some people give up like fruitcake.
Yeah.
or ranch dressing.
I don't do the resolutions.
Yeah, or shopping at Walmart or something silly like that. But a new survey just came out with a list of the 15 hardest things to give up for New Year's. So I thought we'd go over this list real quick, and then let's think of a few things that maybe aren't on this list that we think would be super hard to give up, which we obviously didn't. So coming up, number one on the hardest thing to give up for your New Year's Eve resolutions or New Year's resolutions, number one on the list was actually chocolate, which we just drank some chocolate beer, so we broke that one. Damn. Number two on the list is meat. I don't know if I can go vegetarian for January and or at any point in my life.
I'm okay at just like going, I'm not going to do this. Like I could go meatless for a month.
Could you?
I could.
Man, good for you.
Yeah.
All right, coming up on number 3 on this list is bread.
Now we're getting into a problem.
I don't know. I mean, like our wraps, like our tortilla wraps bread. That's a good question. Because if
you have corn tortillas, you could cheat and do a corn wrap.
Okay.
But I think the other ones are flour based. So is that bread?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but I'm pretty sure. Let's just say if I could go corn tortillas, 100% I can go at least a month without bread.
Yeah.
This is followed up by else on the list is driving, which
that's okay.
Very difficult for my job.
Yeah.
Alcohol, once again, very difficult for my job. Potato chips, cake, social media. I have a love-hate relationship with social media.
Me too, but you look at it, don't you?
Yeah, all the time. It's kind of my job. That's what I tell myself.
Mm-hmm.
Wine is on this list. I've never been a wine guy, so no big deal there. Cookies. If you've seen me, you know I love cookies. Smoking, I'm not a guy.
I'm not a smoker.
Yeah, I'm not a smoker. Beer, which would probably be incredibly hard, especially because we just drank some.
That's right.
Takeout food, I probably eat out 3, 4, 5 times a week.
But you can make it well, I don't know. I don't think folks know that you're here like all day after the show.
Yeah, I'm kind of here. I don't know.
It's difficult. And we're right near like 4 fast food places that you could walk to.
Yeah, like Chick-fil-A, Arby's, Taco Bell, Wendy's.
They're right there. They're right there.
They're all right there.
You could walk to Kroger and buy a salad, but what is that?
No. I don't like salads, although I eat them constantly. Currently, at least in the month of January. And then the last thing on the list was actually clothes shopping, which I'm a guy. I don't care. I could do that in a second. So 21% of these people also said they're doubting their ability to make it through the entire month without one of these things, which I 100% agree with.
Yeah,
I mean, if I think I could probably go without cake for an entire month, but do I want to?
No.
The answer is no.
I can go long straight, and I try to do like the Sunday through Thursday not having any alcohol.
Same here.
But I love a good beer.
Yeah, and I love to break the rules. It feels like I'm just being extra naughty.
You're such a bad boy.
All right, so coming up here in just a few minutes, there's tons of stuff that isn't on this list. So I thought, you know what? Let's go over and find some things that aren't on this list of the 15 hardest things to give up for a new year. And we'll talk about that here in just a few minutes on the Marshall and Friends Show on Rock 106.1.
those bumpers, man.
Those bumpers are crazy.
Take off your pants and join me.
What did Cotter do there? What did you do?
What is that? Marshall.
Marshall, take off your pants. What? I am married, radio station.
This is Cotter, and I miss you so much.
All right.
Henry says I enjoy a pipe or cigar from time to time. A pipe is a good look.
That's horny, not Henry.
Oh.
He's very horny for smoked meats.
I'm sorry.
He's not Henry for smoked meats.
I'm new here. He
is completely new. I enjoy it. I don't.
Sorry.
I'm not a cigar guy. I wish I was, you know?
The one thing I want is, because I don't like scotch either, but having like a tumbler of scotch while you're holding a cigar right there, it's a good look.
It's a cool look.
It's a good look.
Yeah, I found out that I was allergic to cigarette smoke. And I found this out. And it's one of those things that like I developed. So when I was a kid, of course, I smoked cigarettes because it was cool.
So cool.
And then I smoked probably from like one cigarette a week from like 17 to 21 type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would smoke a whole pack with my buddies like every other weekend. But I don't think I ever really enjoyed like smoking cigarettes. Long story short is I about 6 years ago, I went to Vegas and I hung out in the center bar of the Hard Rock Hotel, which I think is now the Virgin Hotel. And I hung out there an entire night, met up with some buddies I haven't seen in a while, drank some beers, and it was a great night. I went up to my hotel room, and I just got like completely congested. Like I couldn't breathe. It was horrific. and I must have snored like a freight train that night. But I woke up the next morning and I just drained for like the next 3 days. It was horrible. And
He's got me.
Yeah, I found out that I actually every time I'm around cigarette smoke, I like get congested, and it's the worst. I can't be even around smokers anymore because of how bad it is.
I played in a what was it? Preservation Pub in Knoxville, Tennessee. This was a few months ago. You can still smoke in Knoxville in bars.
Oh,
it was crazy. Like whenever I first moved here to Savannah in 2009, you could still smoke in bars. And like playing at the Jinx, you could just see the cigarette smoke in the stage lights, like it just billowing.
Yeah.
And it was that, and I was like, man, I weirdly miss this. But you know, your chest is on fire, your eyes are burning at the end of the night. Yeah.
You're wearing an N95 mask. You're like, things are fine.
You know those
COVID.
You know those Stanley like construction fans that are very directional.
Yeah.
The band had 4 of those, and we put them in front of the stage and faced them straight up, so we could watch the smoke and it would slam up to the ceiling. Pretty smart.
Get a force shield up there, man.
Yeah, we did.
Awesome. All right, guys, we're playing some commercials right now. We're going to come back with some songs. Actually, I'm going to have to just cut out this song.
Which one's going?
Linkin Park's Bleed It Out.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, out of all the Linkin Park songs, one of my favorites.
It starts with one.
We did have a chatty hour. That's what happens in the 8 o'clock hour. But
sorry, guys.
No, it's fine.
Sorry for your Linkin Park.
Yeah, we're going to come back with some Greta Van Fleet, their new song called Built by Nations. I really like Greta Van Fleet.
They get a lot of hate out there. The Led Zeppelin thing.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you sound like Led Zeppelin. Actually, Led Zeppelin was incredible. So if you could sound at least a little bit like Led Zeppelin, but still have your own originality to yourself, I think you're probably going to do all right.
All right, hear me out. Led Zeppelin developed the time machine, went in the future. They sound like Greta Van Fleet.
Oh,
okay.
That is the big time, all time highest high thought we've ever had on the show.
That's right. It's total conspiracy theory.
Take an edible before you came on the show today? Is that why you're so calm?
I'm on mushrooms.
I'm on mushrooms. Can I buy some, bro?
Yeah, hey, man.
Not a drug guy.
Not a drug guy.
Also, Rhett is a member of the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office.
Oh, so. Hey, Rhett. We're cool.
We don't do drugs. I'm not tweaking right now, man. I'm tweaking.
Rhett, feel my face.
All right, guys. We're coming back with Greta Van Fleet, and then we'll jump back on the air, and then we do have a few commercials.
Oh, Andrew's leaving us. Thank you, Andrew.
Says, all right, everyone, got to run and do work so I don't have to be here all day. Good show today. Talk to you on Monday. Perfect.
I did my best.
We'll be back on Monday. My friend on Monday will actually be Jake Thompson of Bob 106.9.
What's he going to talk about?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Nothing.
I like Jake.
Jake's one of us does.
Jake's one of those people that anytime I see him, he's one of those people that gives you a proper like, whoa, hey, how are you? And I'm like, oh, I feel loved right now.
He's just surprised. He's surprised at anything.
I'll take it.
Oh, you're alive.
Whoa.
You exist? All right, let me kill all of this. And this.
Just hearing a light murmuring.
That's Stacy from the other room. The last thing these studios are soundproof. You would think they would be.
She doing work over there?
Yeah, she does it every once in a while. I wouldn't say a lot.
I don't want to mess with her.
Holly, have a great day. We love you. Jeremy especially. No big deal.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Holly. I love you so much. So much it hurts.
So you're going to be bartending tonight at Southbound Brewing Company at 7 o'clock.
Starting at 4.
4 o'clock, sorry.
4. I will be there at 7, though. I'll be there all night. We're supposed to stay open until midnight, but January's pretty slow downtown.
Yeah, a lot of people are experiencing the dry January withdrawals, yeah.
I was there Wednesday, and it's supposed to be like 4 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
I was leaving there like 8:45. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
It's kind of slow everywhere. I mean, that's kind of how January is. So I host bingo over at the draft room at Berwick, right there off 17. And last night was probably one of our slower nights when it came to bingo overall. Generally, I am out of there at about 8:45, 8:50. I was gone by 8:27.
I know it's not great for bars and businesses downtown, but man, January's the best time to go downtown at night.
Oh, yeah.
It's locals time right now, y'all.
Yeah.
Get out there. I just sit at the rail at a table just like, oh, yes. Yes.
I don't have 100 people next to me. I don't have a girl with a stupid wedding thing on screaming that her husband is cheating on her already.
Last time I was out, I saw the young couple screaming at each other in the square. You know, it's standard Savannah. Rhett, I do hope to see you this evening. I'm gonna try to get to Southbound.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Get that glass.
Sean, have a great rest of your day, man. We'll catch you.
Thank you, Henry.
Yeah, thank you, Henry.
Henry for meats, for smoked meats.
We'll catch you on Monday. It's funny, we got a chance to meet Sean at Debilation Brewing Company a few weeks back and hang out. And his wife, I accidentally called Jen. Her name is Amanda.
Whoops. Who's Jen? Huh?
It was an awkward moment. All right, guys, we will be right back, coming back on air, talking, some New Year's travesties, some failures. We'll be right back. Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends Show. Today, my friend joining me in studio is the owner of the Underdog Brewing Company, soon to open in 2022. This is Jeremy Hammons.
Good morning.
Thanks for being my friend, buddy.
Great to be here.
All right, so just a few minutes ago, we were talking about New Year's resolutions, and they usually last about 5-ish days, but there are the 15 hardest things to give up in a new survey they found. Number one was chocolate. Then that was followed up by meat, bread, alcohol, potato chips, cake, social media, so on and so forth. But I thought to myself, what are some things that are not on this list that we would find difficult giving up? So do you have one?
I have one that was not, I'm surprised it wasn't on the list. Coffee.
Ooh.
Coffee. And I'm a black coffee guy. I think that makes me a psychopath, apparently.
It does.
Yeah.
100%.
I love the ritual in the morning. I like the mug. I sit at the desk, mindlessly having my coffee in the morning.
So
love it.
I have come to love coffee in my older age, but I've come to love coffee beers even more, which is a combination that would probably kill most people.
Yes.
But I absolutely love that. One of the things that are on this list that made mine, that's not on this official one, just playing video games. Me zoning out, like I have music around me all the time. I have my other coworkers around me all the time. They're always asking me questions and employee questions, stuff. When I go home, I like to zone out and I'll put my headphones on and I will just play video games for like a good 30, 45 minutes and nothing bothers me. And I don't think I could give that up. I don't think I could make a resolution on not playing video games for any amount of time because it's like my happy place.
Not a video game guy. Never have been. Mario back in the day. But I have something kind of like it technology-wise. YouTube.
Yeah.
If you're doing video games to zone out for 45 minutes, I'm sitting with headphones on.
Yeah.
Going into a YouTube hole.
It's your special time. Like sometimes you need to.
And it's typically with the coffee in the morning.
Oh.
I know. So I'm combining vices here.
Another thing on my list was just pizza. Pizza didn't make this list for some reason.
I almost put pizza on my list.
I love pizza.
I could, once food stuff, I could go a stretch of time, I'm not going to have this for a month. I could do it.
Could you go? So one time I made a New Year's resolution and I actually did it. I didn't eat Taco Bell for an entire year.
I haven't had Taco Bells in 10 plus years.
Whoa.
I used to work over at Portman's Music, which is down the street.
Yep.
And there's a Taco Bell right here. I ate it like 3 times a week. It became a problem. And I just went, no more Taco Bell in my life.
And it's been 10 years?
Yeah, ish. Yeah, 9 or 10 years now.
You're a one-upper.
Man, that cheesy gordita crunch.
You SOB, you one-up.
I'm not trying to win a contest, but it's funny you bring that up.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging with us here on the live stream. We are going to jump off the day. Thank you so much, Jeremy, for joining us.
Thank you all for having me.
Here on the live stream. Make sure to follow him on Facebook and Instagram with The Underdog or The Underdog SAV, I believe. On
The Underdog SAV, and that's everything, website, socials.
All the good stuff. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back. Top the 9 o'clock hour. Do some Marshall's music news and some more stuff. Thanks for hanging. Marshall and Friends Show, Rock 106.1. There it is.
All right, you
There's a lot of buttons when
take it out of manual.
Yeah, I took it out of
Okay,
manual.
good job. I'm learning. All
right, guys. Once again, thank you so much for hanging with us here on the live stream today. Jeremy, thank you once again.
And Tracy, that's very lovely.
For making us drink beer at 8 o'clock in the morning. I love that.
I made you.
Well, I mean, I made you, but I'm going to blame you just in case anything goes wrong today.
Perfect.
Like, Marshall, why didn't you do your job? Jeremy made me drink some beer.
And they'll be like, oh, yeah.
Got crazy.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to end the live stream today. Don't worry, though. We'll be back 6 a.m. On Monday morning at 7 o'clock. We start the live stream. Jake Thompson from Bob 106.9 will be joining us once again on a Monday. You guys have a great weekend.
Thank you, Horde.
Be good to one another, and we'll see you then.